Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Cindy here from CLB Craft Creations, and this is the card project that we're going to be making today. It features the Bountiful Borders stamp set. It is a 3-step stamp set. They call it a 2-step stamping just because it's multiple step, but this one actually is 3 steps if you choose to put in these dots that go along with it, so which is what I did. And it also features, it features the English Garden Designer Series paper, which I absolutely love. I think just about all of the Designer Series paper I love, so I have to really limit myself in going crazy to purchase all these papers. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Our card base is 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2. And our piece of English Garden is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then our Whisper White piece is cut at 3 by 4 1/2. And we're going to start with our first layer in Old Olive. And this is going to be our base to the flowers. And I'm actually stamp this off, just make sure. Sometimes with the photopolymer you want to just make sure you get a nice clean image. These inks are so wet. That's my wipe here. They tend to have a little film on them until you really get going with them. Sorry about that. So my ink pad is really wet. So hopefully we can get this stamped and not be. Okay, so we want to stamp that right in the middle. And now we're going to take the second piece, which is going to be then the blooms, and I'm going to do that in Blushing Bride. I've been coordinating with those colors in the Designer Series paper. Okay, and then this just lines, so you see these little flowers right there, and you just line them up, press down, and there you have your little flowers. It's so fun, I love it. Okay, and then the second, or the third step to that is then just your little spots, and I am going to do that in, I'm kind of going, like I said, I'm going off these colors here, and I'm going to do the dots in soft suede, which is what coordinates with that paper, and it just kind of helps tie all the colors together. So I'm going to dip in, and I don't know that it really matters. I don't think that there's a specific. So then I'm just going to, that really got, I don't want all that to stamp in the middle. That's not quite as deep. So be careful when you ink up that you don't push down too far into the pad, because otherwise it's going to. Okay, and then you just kind of want to see where it looks good to you. I'm going to do a couple. I'm actually going to stamp off and then maybe kind of move it over. I didn't stamp that off like I was going to. Okay, and you can add as many or as little as you want. Whatever looks good. So, all right. So that's that. And then for our sentiment, to use from the Butterfly Basics, Sending Wishes Your Way. we're just going to put it right up here in this corner. Perfect. Okay, close that up. And now let's go ahead and bring in our card. And I'm going to wrap that with some twine. Try my snail, there's my snail. Oh, there's no snail in there. Sorry, I'm all over the place finding my snail. Okay, let's just center that on there. We got our Whisper White twine. And let's see, I'm going to secure that in the back, and I'm just going to wrap it a handful of times and give it a cut. My Scotch tape is handy. It is not. Alright, so this is not going to hold it, but you know I'm going to use dimensionals anyway, so I will just go ahead and add a dimensional to the back to secure those ends. Of course, I want to make sure that this is where I want it. I'm going to add that right up there. Okay, and then one more dimensional back there. Okay, and of course we want to put one up here. Now typically I would have just used Scotch tape to secure that, but I have way too many dimensionals on here now. Since my stuff wasn't handy, you make do with what you got. Plus it also gives stability for the layer. Okay, and then we're just going to center that in the middle. Actually, you know what, I'm going to put that over here to the side. And then I'm going to make a bow, and I'm actually going to make a triple loop bow, so I need 3 strands. Okay, and then I'm just going to take that and make my bow. Secure that over here in the corner. Get it glued up. Press down. And then trim your edges. My hand's in the way here, sorry. I'm just going to take all of the 6 strands, cut them together. That way they're all the same length. Okay. And there is your finished card. I love this set. It's a beautiful, beautiful set. So hopefully you'll give this a try and use all the colors that are in your designer series paper stacks or your DSP stacks. They provide you with the colors that coordinate, and especially with these two-step stamping techniques, it gives you an opportunity to really dive into those different colors that you may not necessarily put things together with. So I hope that you liked today's card project. Give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any updates for new videos that I post. Thanks, guys. See you soon.